It's book math, guys. It's book math. I'm saving money later. Hello book besties, it's Keira. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be doing a collective book haul. This year my cards are tired of me and my bank account really just hates to see release Tuesday coming because I don't know what it is this year, but there are so many good releases and new releases coming out. I have a lot of books here. Honestly, I had a lot more, but I have been reading like a lot of the new books that I've been getting. I don't want to like reiterate stuff I've already talked about. As you can see to the side of me, we have a few packages and a few bags of books that I have gotten. They've been sitting here for a little while now, so I'm going to open them at the end of this video. So if you guys want to see a little bit of the unboxing, just you wait until the end. I've not bought these all in like the past few weeks. I bought them since like my last book haul, or pretty much since the beginning of the year. So this is like 5-ish months worth of books. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to follow all my socials down below. I love my Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that. It's like there if you check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, and reviews with me. And let's just get right into this collective book haul. All right, going in like no particular order, I tried to like kind of section them off like a little bit on like either trips or anything like that. So the first one, I only have 2 of them, but that's because I have read one of them already and the other one I'm currently reading. I did talk about all 4 of them in my bookstore vlog, which was last month, I believe. So I will link it somewhere up there if y'all want to check it out. I just don't want to be too repetitive. So we have Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So this, I believe, is like a YA fantasy or like sci-fi series maybe, and I heard the fantasy lovers really like Brandon Sanderson. I thought I'd give his book a try. I'm gonna at least try one of his books. It's just been like on the back of my mind to like try one of his books and try one of his series. Basically all I know about this is I think it's about some like teenage girl who wants to be like a pilot or something, and something happens. So something mysterious happens. That's all I really know. I am intrigued and interested and excited to see if I like Brandon Sanderson. If you know anything about Brandon Sanderson, if you like Brandon Sanderson, please let me know down below because I'm scared. I'm definitely scared because I need me some romance, and I don't know if any of his books have any romance in it. And then the other book that I picked up at that used bookstore was Blood and Steel by Helen Schroer. I'm sorry, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce this author's name, but this has been on my radar for probably about like a year, maybe more, because I saw one of my favorite booktubers read this series and she really enjoyed it. I'm trying to just get some like less popular, I guess, romantasy series. Basically I don't know too much about this one, but I think it's kind of like in this world women are not allowed to like have knives or like any kind of like blades or anything, but she's been like secretly training with one, and then I don't know if she gets caught or whatever, but they end up like letting her come to this like school, like this weapons school or this training school, and she like falls in love with like her trainer or something. It's like the trainer-trainee kind of romances, but I'm just really excited. I think it's different. I haven't heard too like much. So those are the 2 I'm going to show from that like bookstore book shopping video, so definitely, like I said, check that out if you want to know the other 2 books that I talked about in that video. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. All right, so these next 4, it was like one of those release days and there were a few that I wanted, but then I found other ones, and one of my coworkers kindly, even though I offered, kindly paid for my books. They know I love my new books, my release Tuesdays. They know the drill. Shout out to that coworker. First one is Alive and Wells. I feel like I've talked about this maybe like a couple times on my channel already, but this is a cowboy romance. It's on my like summer TBR. It got a new cover. I know I don't love it, and I wish I got the cute little discreet covers, but I will live with it. I'm just gonna read the little blurb. It says, a city girl fleeing from an abusive marriage suddenly finds herself working on a cattle ranch with a sexy but grumpy rancher as her boss in this cowboy romance, and it's part of the Wells Ranch series. So I think it's gonna be fun. I think he's gonna be very protective of her because of her past, and he's gonna be grumpy. I'm just gonna eat it up. It's quick. I am trying to read all the cowboy romances possible, forever chasing that Chestnut Springs feeling. Yeah, I'm excited to give this author a try, give this series a try, see if I like it or not. Then second one I got, have I read the first book? No, but I have the second book for whenever I get to that first book. Is it Encanto? Vita Enchantra. I'm not really sure. First one is Phantasma. I have not read this yet. It's book math, guys. It's book math. I'm saving money later. I'm not going to read the back because I don't even think it's about the two characters from the first book. I'm pretty sure it's about different characters, which, did I spoil it for myself? I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. Basically, all I know about the first one is like Phantasma is like a game, and I think this woman is like participating in the game to like save her sister, get her sister back. I don't know if she did something and then exchange she has to be in this game to save her sister, like that type of situation, and I think there's a romance in it. So once I read the first book, I won't even need to buy the second one. Book math. The one book on that release day I was going to buy is this next book. The other three just somehow fell in the cart. Fearless by Lauren Roberts. So this is the last book in the Powerless trilogy, I think it's what it's called, and this is also on my summer TBR. I've said many times before, I'm not like obsessed with this series. Like, I think I gave Powerless like 4 stars. Like, it was fun. It's a quick like YA fantasy that doesn't take too much brain power. Now, this one's like long. It's like almost 600 pages. I'm very intrigued to see just the storyline, how everything plans out, what she has to say, what has to happen. I've heard mixed things about it. I do love Kai, and I love Peyton. I love their dynamic. I love their banter. And then this one was also one of those ones where I was like, I know nothing about it, and then synopsis and all that, and I was like, wait, I kinda might want to read that. Firebird by Juliet Cross. I have never heard about this book ever. Look at these edges. Are you kidding? They're so cool. And like the map and everything is cool. Yeah, there's like a dragon on the dust jacket. I mean, as soon as I saw the dragon, I was like, need that. I'm actually not really sure like specifically what this is about, but I think our female main character is like a witch, and I don't know if she like awakens a dragon. I don't know if she bonds with a dragon, something like that, but like the dragons are back, and I think she's trying to save them when everybody else does not like them. And I still don't know if the dragon is the love interest, like shapeshifter type thing. I'm not really sure, but I'm intrigued. Oh my god, is it dual point of view? I also love anything where like one of the main characters is like a witch, like specifically the female main character. So like combine witches with dragons, this could be real good. All right, these next two I didn't buy like at the same time. So first one on the top, I have Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles. So I've read the first 3 books in this series. If you don't know, this is about like the Coulson family, where like 2 of them are like the biological kids, and then the rest of them are like foster kids, and there's all their romances, their romantic suspenses. So they all have like that element of suspense and mystery in them, which I eat up every time. Lincoln. Who the hell's Lincoln? So this is Arden, who is, I think she might be the youngest kid in the family, and she is just very quiet, doesn't talk a lot. She works on art a lot, pretty much like all you pretty much know about her. And then some guy named Lincoln. I don't know who Lincoln is, but I'm really interested to just know her story. Like, yeah, I'll be interested in her romance, but I want to know her past because we really have not gotten like anything. I don't know when the other ones are going to be released, but obviously I'm buying them as they come out because I'm honestly reading like one every month. I definitely recommend it. And then same thing with this series, I am buying them as they come out, and I am pretty much reading like one every month, and it's the Honey Mountain series. So this is Simply Mine. I think this is the 4th one. So this is the same kind of concept as like Catherine Cowles series. I'm sorry if you can hear people walking upstairs. They're about 5 sisters in this like small town, and they all get their own romance. So this is Charlotte's story. All I know about her is that she's like, I think, a school teacher. I believe the male main character like is like her childhood friend's older brother or something like that. She basically had like a big crush on him growing up, and now he's back in town for a little bit, and I'm sure something will happen in that little time. But these are also just like fun and quick. Yeah, they all have these like cool edges that I think line up or something. All right, and the last 2 are a release Tuesday. We have first one, Wild and Wrangled, also on my summer TBR. So excited for this. This is part of the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Lila Sage. This is the last book. This is Cam and Dusty's story. I believe it's like a second chance romance. I kind of just want to go in blind, knowing that there's some history there, and I just want to like learn what happened and watch them fall in love again. Yeah, if you have not read anything in this series, I so recommend it. They're short, they're sweet, they have a little bit of emotional aspect to them. Cowboy vibes are like immaculate, like they're so good. And then second one, one was Watch Me by Tahara Mafi. So this, I believe, is like a spin-off series from the Shatter Me series that I have behind me. I liked that series. I enjoyed it. I was not like obsessed like everybody else. I like really liked Tahara Mafi's writing style. I was like, okay, let me pick this one up. This one's really cool. It's got like kind of goldish edges. There's some writing. I'm not gonna spoil who this is about, but it's about some character's brother. I think there's a romance in here. I'm not too sure. I don't know how long the spin-off series is gonna be. Hopefully we get some cameos of Aaron Warner and Juliet. I love a little dystopian moment. Okay, so those are all the books that I just have like had. I'm gonna start with the bags and then we will do the packages. Okay guys. First one, I went to Barnes & Noble with my friends like last week. There are 2 books in last week that have taken over BookTok like by storm. And when I tell you, everybody and their mother have been reading these books or have been talking about these books, have been just mentioning these books, is like actually, it's insane. I'm here to say that the TikTok hype got to me. It got to me and I had to buy it. I was like getting FOMO for something I have not even thought about, not even something I wanted to read before it came out. So many mixed reviews and I am just like, I need to read it for myself. I need to know. You guys can probably guess. It's Silver Leap by Danny Francis. I did not even know this was a thing. I didn't until everybody was talking about it. I heard it was a dystopian kind of fantasy. So then I was like, wait a minute, maybe I want to read it. And I kind of want to go into this blind. But all I know is that it's a dystopian. It's about this character and I think she falls in love with like the captain of the guard or like something along those lines. That's all I need to know. That's truly all I really know. I'll read the little blurb. It says, in the first book of a sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one, lie to everyone, and whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. I am so sad. Cool silver edges. I think it's just first person. I'm nervous, but I'm so excited because like I could eat this up. All right, and then I believe this Target bag. Oh, you know what this is? It was a release Tuesday, but also Target had a buy one, get one 50% off sale. So I might as well pick up some books. This first one on top I didn't necessarily need because I haven't read the first one. Somehow I ended up buying it. Seeing Red. Doesn't the cover look very familiar? Yes, this is the second book in the series. I didn't need it. This one says a small town sweetheart finds herself unexpectedly pregnant after a one-night stand, binding her to a local cowboy who has had a crush on her for years. I'm usually not one night stand turns to accidental pregnancy person, but maybe I'll make an exception for a cowboy. And hopefully I like the first one. Oh, I forgot about this, actually. Only Mine. This is the last book in the Honey Mountain series. So I just showed you guys the 4th one and this is the 5th one. So I don't need to buy any more books in this series, thank God. But this is the last one. This one is about, his name is Wolf, like the animal. Okay, yeah, so this is Dylan, who is, I think she's one of the twins or something. She's more like the outgoing sister who just like, is not like a player, but she doesn't really like settle down like too much. She just is like full of life and falls for ex-Navy SEAL. I know he's gonna be grumpy. I think it'll be fun. It's the last one in the series. I really like this purple cover. And then last but not least, from that little release Tuesday was Shield and Sparrows by Devony Perry. So you're like, oh, Devony Perry, that sounds familiar. She's actually a romance author. She writes small town romance and this is her first romantasy. I've actually heard so many good things about it. I don't know too much like at all about it, but it's so cute. These edges, how fun. Something about a princess. Some kind of, I think, marriage of convenience of some sort. You know, that kind of thing? Where like the princess gets married off. I think it's one of those situations. But this book and this book have been the most hyped books in like the last like week or two that I've ever seen. But this has been on my TBR like literally since she announced it. Now we are going to get into the packages. 2 little packages like this. We have a big old box, which I kind of remember what I ordered, but kind of not. Let's open this first one. You guys are gonna see before me. Is it upside down? I feel like it's upside down. Can you see it now? Tempt Our Fate by Kat Singleton. So the first one I believe is Rewrite Our Story. It's like a country, small town, cowboy romance, and I really enjoyed it. And I just remember it being very emotional, which I love an emotional romance, as you guys know. Honestly, I don't remember who this one is about. Okay, so it seems like this woman has been like living in this small town like all her life, and then this billionaire ends up coming into this town and opening some gallery next to her bakery. So I'm sure it'll be like an enemies to lover situation, billionaire romance. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna eat it up. Yeah, do a point of view. Really fun, really quick. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit of a more emotional romance like the last one. This order, I was just in a small town romance mood. I don't know what it was. I've been meaning to continue the series. Oh, this is part of the Stunton Mountain series, if you were wondering. Second package. I'm gonna see it before me again. I feel like this is not the right way. This book is called Heir of Broken Fate by Mads Rafferty. I've seen this girl on TikTok a lot. Like she does her own like TikTok like recommendation videos, but she's also I guess an author, which I did not know until I saw her advertising her book. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, or I don't remember. So it seems like one of those situations where like all the Fae died or whatever, but they're actually alive, and Delilah is like heir to the throne, and her father is not very nice to anybody. Obviously he's one of those ruthless kings. So she escapes and runs into Nox, a frustratingly charming Fae king. Yes! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I love racking up my romanticises to read. I mean, the main character's name is Nox. I think I had to read it. Yeah, if anybody's read this, let me know. I'm very excited to try another indie author cover. Really pretty. Now we have this big package. I have no idea how many books are in here. Oh my god. There's 4 books in here. What did I order? Oh my god, wait, I'm so excited. Honestly, I think all of these are just small town romances. Okay, first one, let's go. Okay, first one we have is Dust Storm by Maggie Gates. So I think this is a small town romance. So it seems like it's one of those situations where the female main character is from like the big city. She has to come to this small town, I think for like work or something, and try to like salvage what she has left of her work. She ends up falling in love for this guy, this like rancher who is a single dad. But I'm gonna eat this up. Single dad, he's a cowboy. Yeah, I've heard some things about this, but not too much. Look at this cover. So cute. I don't need more series, but I fear that's all I got. All right. Next up we have All With Me by Brooke Montgomery. I believe this is the one where it's like a later book in the series, but they're all standalone. So if I like this one, maybe I will go back. But this cover is so cute. Wow, it's like a worn notebook. Stunning. I love indie published covers. Sugarland Creek novel. So yeah, this one's the 3rd one in the series, but each book can be read as a standalone. Oh, okay, so I think it's one of those situations where female main character, she's like a pro like bull racer or something like that, like one of those kind of like dangerous jobs, I guess, and she ends up like getting a concussion and then forgetting that she hates this male main character. And I think he's trying to be like, yo, you don't like me, but then they slowly fall in love, and I'm sure she'll eventually figure it out. It'll be like, ah, and then they're at conflict, and then they'll still happily ever after. But small town romance. I'm so excited. All right, 2 more. I know it's on top, but I don't know what the very last one is. Strung Along by Hannah Cohen. So I've only read Hannah Cohen's hockey romances. I did not know she did like other kind of romance books. This is Cherry Peak Book 1. So yes, again, another beautiful, cute little indie covered book, indie published book. Okay, so it seems like she is coming to this small town for, I believe it's work, and she meets this country star, Brody. They don't get off on a good foot. Sure, it's like enemies to lovers. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. I do like Hannah Cohen's writing. I think it's really easy to read and get through. Yeah, I've heard really good things about this actually. When I was looking like small town romance up on TikTok, I saw a lot of people like recommending this one, being like, oh, if you haven't checked this out, check this one out. And then last but not least, I did not see what this book is. I'm sure you guys will see before me. Oh, I forgot about this one. Okay, this cover is absolutely gorgeous. This is called Tame the Heart by Ava Hunter, a runaway ranch novel. Y'all hear ranch? You know what that means. Cowboy, small town, romance. Charlie Montgomery is one grumpy rancher, callous hands, stubborn heart, definition of a true cowboy. He just likes me from the second we met, warns me away, armed with a bucket list, and I'm not leaving. But a hidden danger is lurking, someone who doesn't want Charlie to save his ranch, someone who is out to get us both. Am I getting suspense? So excited. Okay, so it seems like she comes to this town to do like a little bit of bucket list moment, to probably just like get away and distract herself from things, and that's where she meets Charlie Montgomery, this grumpy, broody rancher. It's actually longer than I thought. 400 pages. Maybe it'll be like a slow burn, romantic suspense type situation. Like, I cannot get enough of small town cowboy romances. I have so many now that I'm so excited to get to. I haven't heard actually anything about this. I'm sure I like found it on Booktok like a year or two ago. A lot of these have been sitting on my TBR for a while, so I decided, all right, I need to get them read and over with. I've never read anything by Ava Hunter before. See how her writing style is. Those are the books that I have bought with some gift card money. I have been having my eye on for a while now, that I could buy specifically for this video, treat myself for the summertime, even though I have too many on my physical TBR. Like, I think it's not good. If I could be a book, it would be like this. Like, these are the books I would want to be like. If I could read true kind of books, it would be romantasy, and it would be cowboy romances for the rest of my life. And how much I wish I could live in them. That is all for my book haul. I have probably like 20 books here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love watching book hauls. Like, I truly love them so much. I feel like I find new books that I want to read, even though I already like love reading and I want to read. They just make me more excited to read. Just having different things, a lot of options. I'm a person that loves a lot of options. Like, as a mood reader, like, I need this many options because I like never know exactly what I want to read until I look at it. I definitely will not make another one of these for a very long time. Like, maybe the end of the year. I'm trying to like really work on my physical TBR in the next couple months, obviously, because I have a ton of choices. Make sure to follow my socials down below, along my Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that. Link down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe to movies by me. And I see you guys next week for what I believe already is my June TBR. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!